Supply Chain 2020 was held at Melbourne Park Function Centre in Melbourne on 20th and 21st of July 2010 with huge fanfare. Accompanied by exhibitions, interactive seminars and lectures was a serious purpose of educating supply chain managers in latest trends in supply chain management. The conference was well attended by supply chain managers, senior executives and budding supply chain professionals. The theme of the conference was Innovation and Best Practice in Australia's Supply Chain. Speaking at the conference, Muralidharan, Director of Supply Chain Strategy and Sustainability at Global Supply Chain Group, stated that the time for proactive action on sustainable, green supply chain has arrived. Climate change-driven expectations from consumers, community groups/NGOs, impending regulations from governments and your own CSR obligations demand that we manage the supply chain risks proactively, reduce wastage, improve sustainability efficiencies and innovate on this new frontier. Global Supply Chain Group, with international credentials, has developed a corporate seminar on greening supply chain that highlights new strategies, methods and tools to enable you and your managers to understand and develop readiness for this new paradigm. The audience liked Mr. Muralidharan's presentation and there were a lot of questions and answers following the presentation. Mr. Dharan was impressed by the passion of the audience and their desire to get engaged in projects dealing with sustainable supply chains. The future of the country as one of the trendsetters in green supply chains looks bright if that passion shown at the conference is translated into action in the corporate boardrooms and field. About Global Supply Chain Group. Global Supply Chain Group is proactive in creating, configuring, and formulating effective, secure and sustainable supply chains around the world. With a collective supply chain experience of more than 120 years, the senior team in Global Supply Chain Group has worked on more than 100 blue-chip projects on all continents, adding in excess of $1.5 billion in value to their clients' businesses. Large corporations rely on Global Supply Chain Group to deliver outstanding results in their supply chain strategy, supply chain sustainability, supply chain security and supply chain performance. Global Supply Chain Group works very closely, and sometimes anonymously, with the senior executive teams of large corporations to help them win outstanding global supply chain advantage through list icon, chevron right icon _color number 37C6F5, supply chain transformations and design, supply chain strategies and execution, supply chain infrastructure and efficiency, supply chain information technology and integration, supply chain processes and personnel. No matter what your supply chain issues or questions are, it is worthwhile reaching out and making a connection with us on website. Contact details: Global Supply Chain Group, 102 621 Pacific Highway, St. Leonards, NSW 2065, Australia. Telephone +61 289 694, fax +61 289 689, email info@globalsgroup.com, web http://www.globalsgroup.com/